You want to run a successful business. You went to go and be following somebody without making any research on them. And now, you now find out that they are the same people that the loan companies are chasing up and down. People are dragging them on social media. Is that the kind of business you want to build? Why is the person your mentor? Okay, so today I will be sharing with you the greatest secrets that I use to achieve my goals throughout the year. I know when you say it, somebody like, that's true, say that your greatest secret, if you tell us. This is the greatest secret that I use to achieve my goal. This is the greatest secret that Dr. Linda uses to achieve our goal. So, if you truly want to achieve your goal this year, you should watch this video. Irrespective of the time of the year when you are seeing this video, watch it. It will surely make a difference. What is that secret? Working with mentors. Yes. I know it sounds so simple. Oh, don't worry. So in this video, I will explain to you, how it works. What it really, like when we say working with mentors, what does it really mean? How does it work? And most importantly, how should you approach it? What will really make you succeed when you use this method, right? So, what does it really mean to work with mentors? I'm going to tell you that. But before then, I need to introduce myself, all right? My name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. We show you how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, study visa. This is what we do. However, I'm also an investor. Oh, yes. I'm also an investor. So, because somebody would just be like, well, you're a consultant, you are teaching people all these things. That means you already know it. What else do you need to achieve that you really need mentors for? I'm an investor as well, right? And a lot of times for me to do investments that are going to be worth it, that, put it this way, I'm a student of business. I'm a student of business. So in running my company, I need to learn and be able to achieve my goals with running the company. So what do? I work with mentors. In doing investments, I need to know how exactly to do it so that, with investments, you don't lose money. You don't make investments that at the end of the day is like you just wasted your time and wasted your money. So for me to do this successfully, I have to work with mentors. So even though I'm an educational consultant, there are other areas of my life where I'm not an expert on, let's put it that way. And to achieve these areas of my life, the greatest secret that I have discovered that have worked for me over and over again is working with mentors. And there is one sentence I want you to take away from everything I'm going to talk about today. Take away this sentence. All right? Once you have set a goal of something you want to do, all right? Find a mentor in that area and do everything they ask you to do. You may be wondering, okay, you are talking about you working with mentors, investment. That's not really where I am right now in my life. So how is this your talk going to benefit me? This is going to benefit you because it is not just like whether you are doing investments, you want to relocate abroad, you want to go to school, you want to save money. These are goals, right? So whatever your goal may be, you want to get married this year, whatever your goal may be, if you follow these secrets that I'm releasing to you now, between now and the next 12 months, you're going to achieve it. Like bet, you're going to achieve it. So it's very, very important for you to pay attention. All right? Whatever your goal may be. So what did we say is the thing I want you to take away? Once you set a goal of what you want to achieve, find a mentor in that area and do everything they ask you to do. So how does it work? The first one, if you watch that sentence, is broken into parts. Once you set a goal, so you must set a goal. You must set a goal. I recently made a video about goal setting, why you should set it, how you should set it. So check out for that video on my YouTube channel, Dr. Linda Iheme TV so that you can learn about goal setting. Now, once you have set a goal, what is the next thing we say you should do? Or I'm saying that you should do? Find a mentor, and then do everything they ask you to do. Where people always miss it, a lot of people know this thing, but where they usually miss it is in the process of finding a mentor. Because you can find the wrong mentor. There are wrong mentors and there are right mentors for you. You can find the wrong mentor. And like, let me give you an example now. You want to relocate abroad. You come online today and you see a mentor talking, somebody. You see somebody talking about, to relocate abroad, blah, 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 this. You say, hey, this woman is talking about relocation abroad. She's going to be my mentor. And then you begin to do everything I say. That's not the way to go about it. That's not the way to go about it. For you to select a mentor, maybe I shouldn't say find a mentor, I should say select a mentor. There is a selection process. That means, what should you do? You have to find 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persons that are into this thing you want to achieve. Let's say your goal is to get married this year. Let's use that. Let's say your goal is to get married this year. Right? I'm just using that as an example. What are you going to do? You're going to look at people who give advice on getting married. You know, you're going to find about, let's say, 5, 6, 7, 8, any number of them, and you're going to look at each of them one after the other to see which of them is actually in the place that you want to be. Let's say there is this woman, she give marriage advice of how to get married and all that. She have 3 kids or 4 kids. She's living with her husband, or this man living with the wife. You Google about her. They say she's really good with marriage thing. You see that she have helped other people get married. You see testimonials. You see this. That's like a good example of somebody you feel, oh, this person can serve as a mentor for me when it comes to getting married. All right. But let's say you see another person, like there was this story that broke out a time ago where there was this celebrity who just got divorced, and so and few months down the line she said she wants to start marriage counseling. And you know, people were throwing shades. Why I'm not happy when shades are thrown at people, or I'm not a promoter of shade throwing. I do understand where those people are coming from, right? You just broke up, you just ended your marriage. Yes, you may say, yes, I've learned something from it, therefore I want to teach other people. That's true. But you have not really earned the credibility to be a mentor in that area. You just failed at it, right? Now, it does not mean that there won't be people who are in that position who just failed at something and they're going to come to use you to do it right. Which at the end is gambling, right? Because they don't know if what they want to give to you now will work or not. People like that will exist. But your goal is not to say, because the person saying be mentor, now I follow her. No. Your goal is to look through the history of the potential mentors in order to rule out people who are not qualified to mentor you. Somebody can call themselves a mentor, but are they qualified to mentor you? Are they where you are aiming to be? Do you understand my point? Because people can come and call themselves mentor. You can't stop them from saying that, but you can stop yourself from being the guinea pig they are going to use to test out the methods that come to their head. Do you understand? So, what am I saying? You have to be able to select a mentor. Don't just see somebody and just start calling them your mentor. Go through them. Look at their history. Look at what they've done. Look at testimonials. Check them on Google. Check them on all social media platforms. Ensure that you are selecting somebody who is already where you want to be, who have already done what you want to do. You understand? You see a single lady teaching on marriage, how to keep your man, or how to keep your woman. I know it's usually ladies that like that kind of topic. How to keep your man by the ladies, right? You see a single lady teaching that, you go and sign up for her training. You go and buy the book she wrote about marriage. Are you okay? Do you see the point? Why should you do that? Where did she get what she's telling you? Is it just book knowledge she wants to teach? Right? But you see a woman who has been in the same marriage for 40 years, and she's teaching how to keep your marriage. I don't know whether what she's saying is true or not, but I still want to listen to her. Perhaps she may know something that I don't. right? So you have to select your mentor, because when you start taking in what everybody is saying, you'll be confused. This one will say divorce your husband. This one will say divorce your wife. This one will say have side chick by the side. That's what will make your marriage stay longer. This one will say don't. You will just start taking in all these things. It's really going to affect you. At the end, your marriage will break. Then, because you've just been listening to people who just, in fact, somebody married last year. This year, they've become a marriage counselor. See, let's find out if there are people that know this. I don't know if you've noticed that, for example, once a lady gets married, within the next 1 year from the time she got married, she must post something about advising people on marriage. Who have noticed it? Who have noticed it? Comment if you have noticed it. When you see people that just got married within 1 year, in fact, they don't even know if that marriage will survive. They've turned to marriage counselors. They don't even know if that marriage will survive. They've turned to marriage counselors. So anybody that can call themselves a counselor, but it is your duty to select your mentor. You must select your mentor. You must choose a mentor who is going in, who have done what you want to do. Don't give me that bullshit crap of but the person where they coach footballers, he never win world record, but you see they coach people where they win world record. Calm down. Do you know what they are coaching them on? Do you know that person may be coaching that person on how to do the media people, or may just be supporting moral support for the person to practice? Do you know how the coaching goes? Are you a footballer? Are you playing football? So don't come and use that one. Find a mentor who have done what you want to do. Same thing. Like you see, let me tell you, it doesn't mean that somebody who have not done what you want to do, all right, can never mentor you for you to get any results. That's not the point. They can. But the problem is you don't know when they are telling you the right thing versus when they are telling you what they read from books versus when they are telling you the wrong thing. You cannot guarantee that their knowledge will take you to where you are going, because they've not been there before. It's just a guess, all right? And now that you're going to talk about maybe somebody will try to counter this using football, the question I have for you is, imagine you're a footballer. Somebody have won world record and is a coach. Another person have not, and that person is a coach. Which of these two will you choose as your coach if you are willing to win? If you want to win world record, you choose the one that have done it before. But a lot of footballers also or athletics may choose somebody who have not done it before because there was nobody who have done it before, right? Like in the absence of that, then you choose the next best thing. That's okay. It's better than not having a coach. It's better than not having a mentor, right? But always go for people who have done what you want to do, because in your own case, let's say marriage, there are so many people who are married teaching about marriage, but there are also single people teaching about marriage. So you have option. Don't say there's nobody that their marriage have lasted longer if his marriage you are looking at. And I'm just using that as an example to buttress that you have to select the mentor who have done what you want to do. And the language is select. Look at many of them. Don't just see somebody because they laughed. Some people say, I saw your laughter, I followed you. Why that is nice? Why that help, like, is flattering? That is not the way you should select your mentor. You should select, let's say you want to relocate abroad, you want to study abroad, you want to get scholarship. Select Dr. Linda, select Vantage Migration, because we've done it over and over and over and over again. You have 2-2, you can do it. You have third class, you can do it. You have first class, you can do it. You have 2-1, you can do it. You have HND, you can do it. Like, and you have seen students from us who have done it before. That should be the reason you should select us as your mentor. Not because I smiled, right? Not because I smiled. You should check us out on all platforms. See what is our track record like. And then before you can think of selecting us as your mentor when it comes to relocation or study abroad process, all right? Make sure you are selecting the people who have done over and over again what you are looking to achieve. Now, watch the next sentence, or the next part of that sentence, which is set a goal, select a mentor. We talk about selecting a mentor, and do what they say. After you have selected the mentor, for this to really work, there are things you must do. Number one is to implement, to do what they say, right? Like, you can follow somebody for 10 years, listening to them, and your life will not change. Do you know? You can follow somebody for a number of years, listening to them, and your life will not change. Why? If you are not doing what they say you should do, or even you are doing the opposite, they say do this, you are going to do this, your life will not change. Nothing will change. So find a mentor and do what they say you should do. Implementation is part of it. Implementation is part of it. You cannot just be listening. Sometimes some people will reach out to me and say, "Doctor, I've been following for 3 years." I'll just be like, "Holy, holy! You've been following me for 3 years. You're not calling me from UK or from Canada or from Australia or from US or from Finland or from Sweden. You're a slow actor. You they act slowly." You know, how can you follow me for 3 years? Except let's say you followed me for 3 years because you were an undergraduate throughout that period. That's sort of understandable. So my point is that you can follow people and your life will remain the same if you don't take action. Right now, so I've entered into how it really works. It's not just about finding a mentor. Some people will come and message you. Like sometimes when you finish talking about mentorship, some people will go inbox to all the people they follow, right? And then they'll start, "Please be my mentor." One thing I want to tell you is that for this mentorship route to actually work, there are 3 things you need to do. There are 3 things you need to take into cognizance. The first one is that you have to implement what the mentors are saying. What the mentor is saying, you have to implement it. Without implementation, nothing will happen. Number 2 is do not copy the mentor. Hello? Do not copy the mentor. A lot of people, what they do is that when they see a mentor, they will copy. Copy means if I do A, you go and do A. Your mentor is at a different stage in life. For somebody to be your mentor, they're at a different stage in life compared to where you are. If everything they do, you just go and copy it, you are implementing something that you yourself, you're not at that stage yet. Do you understand? So instead, you should understand what they are saying and then implement according to where you are so that you can grow to become like your mentor. Not that okay, let me give you an example now. You have somebody that the person is your mentor. Let me give you an example. The person is your mentor, okay? Now you see that the person bought Jeep this year. You too, you start saving for Jeep. But the person is your mentor. They probably, before they bought that Jeep, they probably have sorted out some things. They have, I don't know, like I'm just using an example. Now you've not sorted out those things, so you just want to go and save for Jeep because your mentor bought Jeep. You see what? This is what copying can do. When you copy mentors, you will go astray. When you copy mentors, you will go astray. You have to understand your mentor. Maybe your mentor will not say, "Oh, I save 10% of my money anytime I get it." You will say, "Okay, good, I save 10% of my money." Your mentor will not say, "After I stayed for 1 year, I started a business." Then you start a business. After I did the business for 2 years, made a lot of profit, I bought Jeep to reward myself. You will now buy your own Jeep. Do you understand? You have to understand what your mentor is doing. You have to understand what they are teaching. And then you are going to what? You are going to implement it. All right? You are going to implement it. Don't copy. If you copy your mentor, you are going to fall into a big hole sooner or later. You are going to fall into a big hole. Don't copy your mentor. Now, remember, we say implement what the mentor is saying. Do not copy the mentor. The third one is do not mix mentors. This is an essential component of what I'm teaching you today. Please, it's like of all things I've said, if you take this one thing away, you will have helped yourself. All right? If you take this one thing away, you would have helped yourself. Do not mix mentors. What some people do is that they found a mentor, they will not go and find 2 or 3. There are different ways to kill a rat, as they will say, right? You can set trap for the rat to jump. You can hit the rat with hammer. You can do this. But let's assume that you set trap for the rat. Now you start chasing the rat around. It's you that will fall into that trap you set for rats. The trap will now hit your leg and cut off your leg. This was supposed to happen to the rat. But you set the trap and you start chasing the rat around, right? However, even though there are different ways to kill a rat, choose the one that your mentor usually does. Maybe your mentor is the guy who sets trap, all this mechanical trap for the rat. Set it. Follow their style. Maybe your mentor is the guy who uses hammer to chase rat up and down. After you did your research, this is the person you like. Leave the trap. Buy your hammer and chase your rat around like your mentor. Maybe your mentor doesn't believe in buying hammer, doesn't believe in spending money just for a rat. Do you get? Maybe your mentor will say, let us use food poison. It's okay. Leave hammer, leave trap, buy the rat poison for the rat, right? There are different ways to kill a rat, but all the mentors are not going to be using the same exact way. They'll use different way. And what you want to do is what? Select a mentor. Select one mentor and do everything they ask you to do. Because when you select 2 mentors, select 3 mentors, you have set up yourself for failure. You have set up yourself for failure. What that means is that okay, today now you will say you put rat poison. Tomorrow you start chasing the mentor. You start using hammer to chase. Maybe in the process of chasing the rat with hammer, your hand will touch the food poison for the rat. You now use it to eat. You fall sick. Just follow one method. All the methods will work. But if you mix them, you are setting yourself up for failure. You will come across problems that each of the methods did not have, but you are having it because you mixed the methods. All right. You know, now we've been talking about do what the mentor says, do what the mentor says, and I say don't mix mentors, right? The question is, how are you going to know what the mentor is saying? Who knows? Comment. Who knows? How are you going to know what the mentor is saying? What are the ways you are going to find out what the mentor is saying? Somebody said the mentor I went to meet for business advice is being sought after by loan giving companies. You see, you want to run a successful business. You went to go and be following somebody without making any research on them, and now you find out that they are the same people that the loan companies are chasing up and down. People are dragging them on social media. Is that the kind of business you want to build? Why is the person your mentor? Because that problem is coming in because you did not select your mentor. You just saw somebody talking about businesses and you started following them. All right. The question I asked is, how are you going to know what the mentor is saying? Somebody said by consistently following the mentor. That's okay. So that means you can follow the mentor on social media, right? So let's just look at maybe 5 different ways. You can follow the mentor on social media, follow them on all their handles, Facebook, Instagram, so that when they post something, you are going to be able to know about it and learn. Another thing is, if your mentor has a book, buy the book. Some people say on social media, I'll get everything. Trust me, if you buy it in a way where the information is collected in one place, you gain more. If your mentor have a book, buy the book. If your mentor have a course, buy the course. If your mentor has an event coming up, attend the event. These are all avenues of knowing what the mentor is saying, knowing the methodology of the mentor. It's not everything that somebody will post on social media. Even if they post it on social media, it's not all their posts you are going to see, right? And it's going to be scattered. So when you attend the event, it makes a huge difference. When you attend masterclass, even better. When you read their books, even better. If you follow them on social media, that's also good for daily updates. All right. Then the other one, so we've talked about follow them on social media, buy books, buy courses, attend event. Preferably do all of this. I'm telling you, this is what I do. This is what I do. Like I'm not joking. I'm not adding. I'm not adding spices to this thing. For after I have selected a mentor in a particular area, you will not believe how much I spend on books. Books from the mentor, books written by people around about the mentor. I'm telling you, and it has really helped. Then I register for courses. Don't even think like how much is our own course. I see myself these days registering for courses that are like $5,000, $10,000, and I'm not joking. I am not joking. I'm not even exaggerating one bit. One bit, I'm not even exaggerating. Those are the kind of courses I register for, of course, because of the kind of mentors I now have, right? So register for courses. Easy. That's the easiest way to get all the knowledge. You need the knowledge fast so that you can implement and become successful. Get your mentor, learn what they are saying, implement. Right? Do not copy the mentor. Instead, understand what they are saying and implement it according to the level where you are right now. Do not mix mentors. It's like, after all of this that I've said, the number one thing I tell you is do not mix mentors. I've seen this thing. Your mentor will say, grow flowers. Another one will say, flowers are bad. It doesn't mean that one of them don't know what they are saying. Maybe the one saying flowers are bad is allergic to flowers. And I have said flowers are bad. If you are allergic to flowers, maybe flowers will be bad. By the way, flowers are bad or flowers are good, those may not even really affect you at the end, right? But choose one mentor. Because when you don't choose one mentor, you'll be confused. At the end, that confusion will make you not to implement what you are learning from the different mentors. You will find yourself, unsuccessful at the end of the day. So, we've talked about one sentence, which is like the greatest secret Dr. Linda uses to achieve her goals, which is what? Work with mentors. And we said, once you have set a goal, right, select a mentor in that field and do everything they say you should do. How would you know what they say you should do? Books, courses, following them, master classes, events, and any other way, podcasts or something, any other way. Right? And we talked about implementing what the mentor says. Do not mix mentor, do not copy the mentor. So I strongly believe that after everything I've told you in this video, rewatch this video, rewatch it, write down. If you do, then look at the goals you set. Let's say you set the goal of relocation abroad. What are you going to do? Use Google and social media platforms. Find different people doing it. Then look at each of them to find the best among them. Find the best among them. And once you find the best among them, and see, let me tell you, you can find the best for you. That is not Dr. Linda. I don't care. Right? Once you find the best among them, silence the noise of all other mentors and focus on one mentor. Maybe your method based on what you want to do, you need an agent that will help you, and that's what you have found out this is what is going to help you. Find the best agent and work with them. Don't go and be working with 10 agents at once. Then you will not come and tell one agent, what the other agent said I should submit this. Why are you asking me not to submit this? Select the best and work with the best only. This is the way to progress. All right? So, again, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. We'll show you how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, study visa, and every other thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad. And today we're talking about the greatest secret Dr. Linda uses to achieve her goals all year round, which is what? Work with mentors. And this video explained all the nuances of working with mentors, what you need to do, what you don't need to do in order to make it really work for you. And I hope that you are going to implement what you are hearing today. Take good care of yourself till I see you again.